The Earthborns and the Zalquorians eyed each other warily across the negotiation space. "We reject the Earthborn offer," the towering alien declared, its multitude of slender appendages vibrating. "It's wholly unacceptable." "Yet consider this," the Earthborn envoy countered. "Through dialogue, we might find a path to agreement." "Unacceptable and outrageous. Now is not the time for idle talk. It's time for conflict. The moment for eradication has arrived." "I need to confer with my team briefly," the human interjected, stepping back. "Just a moment." After a short consultation among themselves, the Earthborn representative returned to the forefront, his demeanor hardened. "So, you're certain about waging war against Earth? Against Earthborns?" "Indeed," the Zalquorian spokesperson sibilated. "Your aggressive nature is a blasphemy against the divine essence and must be purged." "Right, right," the Earthborn interrupted, as two colleagues clasped hands in a gesture of unity above their heads. "And you're also dismissing the idea of abiding by the universal accord for interspecies conflict as it pertains to warfare? The very notion of warfare conduct is a human folly and a desecration of the divine essence, understood, just clarifying." Another Earthborn approached, handing over a device. "So we're set on conflict? You're positive? A conflict without boundaries?" A finger hovered above a significant red control on the device. "We shall obliterate your pitiful excuse for a communicative species." "Wonderful," exclaimed the human as he activated the control. "Our researchers have been eager for this. They're finalizing the preparations, but shortly we'll target a portion of your worlds with specialized pathogens designed for non-Earthborn biology, another segment with innovative chemical agents, and reserve the last for further hostile research." In mere moments, how can such orders be enacted so swiftly? Pathogens, chemicals, genocidal warfare. "Ah, you lack instantaneous galactic communication? We mastered that ages ago. It was a byproduct of an experiment to connect star cores, creating a galaxy-spanning explosive device." "Stellar explosives? Such lunacy. Well, deploying that is unlikely at the start. We await the outcome of these initial tests." "Your race is deranged." "Perhaps we are, friend. Oh, and should you choose to capitulate without conditions, we might reconsider our scientists' experimental endeavors. 4 minutes remaining." The Zalquorians exchanged glances, their appendages rigid, as the Earthborns beamed at them. "On what terms do we surrender, Earthborn?" "Without conditions. That means you capitulate, and we offer no assurances or promises." "This is unprecedented. It's an insult to the divine essence and to—" "That's the new norm. No rules in conflict, remember? 3 minutes now." "But how can we trust you won't proceed with your plans without any assurances?" "You can't, but perhaps hope for our leniency, which I gather is offensive to the divine essence. Everything we do seems to be. 2.5 minutes." The alien seemed to diminish in stature. "We will surrender." "Without conditions?" The Zalquorian representative looked back at his team before responding. "Unconditionally, but with a sliver of hope." "Excellent," the human stated, extending the device. "I'll need your mark here, here, and from your team as well, if you don't mind." The Zalquorians signed one by one, exiting with their heads lowered, appendages trailing behind. As the last departed, the lead Earthborn turned to his team. "High five, gentlemen. They fell for it." "Stellar explosives and instant galactic communication," the one with the device remarked. "Why are aliens so easily fooled?" "I suppose," the team leader mused with a smirk, "if they think we disregard the laws of conflict, they'll believe anything." The end. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, as it is the only way the YouTube algorithm recognizes my content and shares it with other people. If you like the HFY content I produce, consider subscribing. I release new short stories daily.